Hi guys, this is Greg from Grapplers Planet. I'm here with Prof.Omar Salvosa. This is day one of the 2012 Ascension, an amazing event. It's been going a lot, and here's the organizer. And I would like you to tell us more about how you're getting to growing this community even more. You're doing an amazing job. Everyone loves it. I've been hearing a lot of good feedback. So I want to know, what's the goal, what's the next thing for Ascension? What do you see in the next coming years? I know you went from a smaller event to now growing to what it is now. How many competitors do we have today?
We had about 400 competitors.
That's it, eh? So that's growing a lot. It's amazing. The community is going awesome, thanks to people like Prof.Omar, Salvosa, Fernando Zulik, Tony Isaacs, all the OJA that work really hard for us to be able to enjoy our lifestyle. So tell us more what you have in the future for the Ascension. What do you see? What's your vision?
Well, okay. A good way to explain it is to look at the back of the shirt of this year. What did I say again?
Unity!
That's it.
So that's a really big theme. I mean, when you think about it, everybody here is practicing martial art. Everybody here is giving it their hardest. And the reason why they come to competitions is because they work so hard in the gym, in the dojo. And so what we want to do, the vision that my wife and I have for this particular tournament, is to provide a high level of competition. And obviously from day one, you got to start with the coaching sport from the beginning. We didn't start off with, you know, a real vibrant, bustling crowd of competitors. We started off with smaller groups of people. You know, it was back at a time when there weren't even as many blue belts as there are. I mean, you had maybe 5 blue belts in the division.
You have up to like
now
17 in one division.
Yeah, 17, 20 blue belts. Purple belts, I remember not too long ago when we had
one match.
Sometimes one match, two people in the division, and now today we had a really healthy, absolute purple belt division. So I mean, it's really a testament to the community itself and how we're all pitching together. I think the one thing that we have going for us in terms of the OJA is that the people that are working together, they know it's like, you know what, he might be my competitor in terms of, you know, club, you know, in my market area, but at the same time, you know, we stand beside each other. We're both professors, we have students, and so, you know, we have to demonstrate, you know, like, you know, we show respect with each other, and you know, in turn, our students are able to get that and say, you know what, no, I should show respect as well to my fellow competitors. And so, for this tournament, the main theme for Ascension tournaments is to lay down a really genuinely good vibe, right? Martial arts, fighting, there's ego. It's part of it, it's what it makes you excel, but what we're trying to do is say, you know what I mean, a martial artist knows how to control the ego to a point, and to be gracious in win and defeat. And you know what, I'm really proud of the competitors because they demonstrated that today. Absolutely. Pretty much.
You know what, this is day one of the key at the tournament. I fought myself in your tournament, and you know what, you're talking about ego and all that stuff. Before it was like that, I know in some competitions a lot of ego, a lot of tension between clubs. I didn't feel that at all. I felt like everyone was close. You hug, you know, like you pound, you know, everyone was smiling. You win, you lose, everyone, you know, just shows that, you know what, I know you. There's that communication. Like, it's not necessarily verbal, but says, you know what, I know you worked hard for this. It was awesome, win or lose, you know, we still learn. And I felt really safe in this competition. The refs were doing an amazing job. The refs, you know, like, to be honest, like, I mean, I love you guys. These guys, most of them are my friends.
They've worked very hard. Yeah, they've done a lot of training.
No, and absolutely, and you know what, it was really well refed as far as the match, the points goes, but also you felt safe that they were always paying attention to small details. If someone gets choked out or gets in an arm bar, always on their tippy toes, I would say, to make sure that no one gets hurt. So for me, day one was awesome. I just can't wait for next year, you know, because we need more of this, you know. So
you know what? I really appreciate the support, and I mean, I can't personally take the credit because it is the community together that realizes that, you know, this is what we intend to do with this particular type of event, this event, the Ascension event, is that, I mean, it's not easy. Like, I mean, you have to deliberately and intentionally try to put that vibe out there, and you have to hope that people replicate it. But you know what? I gotta say, people are replicating it here. I mean, we get a lot of great feedback, but that's not just because of us. It's because people all understand that, you know what? Don't come to this event if you want to, like, you know, puff up your chest. Come to this event if you want to learn and grow, and you want to fight the best, because we have talent here.
exactly. And even you know what? Even if I lose, I still learn, and I feel like I learn more when I lose. So this is what, you know, most competitors have to do. That more competition should be coming, even if they're white belts, right? You are an awesome professor. You're running a really good academy at Salvosa BJJ, and I mean, you know, for all the new guys that are scared or feel that pressure to come and compete, just come. You know, like it's amazing just to feel that adrenaline pump. You know, and then when you go home, you're like, you know what? I lost, but I'm gonna get so much better from this. And you know, thanks to the help to the organizer, because it's not easy. Well, you know, it's gonna grow, and it's all with the new guys. Like we start with the white belts, you know.
You know what, man?
So,
the one thing though that he agrees with me, I know, and a lot of you guys do. Jiu Jitsu is a way of life. We have actually made it a way of life. We've actually claimed our sport. We've put the people that laid it down from the beginning, that put it out there. They made it so that we can be here today. And so when we come out here, we're just celebrating our life. You know, like, I mean, working hard and settling the differences on the mat and leaving it on the mat. It's beautiful. Like that.
and again, a black belt is a white belt that
Never quits.
That's it. All right, guys, thank you very much. It's Greg from Grapplers Planet. I would like to thank Omar Salvosa for this awesome event, and we'll see you at day 2. Guys, it's Greg from Grapplers Planet. This is day 2 at the 2012 Ascension. Here with Professor Omar. Today was the nogi part of the tournament. It looked awesome. You know, tell us more about how you felt it went, and basically how did the day unveil itself.
You know what? I really enjoyed the tournament, especially because 2 days is a long time for people to be in here. Like, people dedicated their weekend to this. People came from far. They booked hotels. They brought some family here. People fought 2 days. They came the first day. They came back the second day. So it was serious. You know, people showed their level of commitment to the sport. So for that, I'm excited. But the nice thing about it that I think that really tops it is that there was the level. It gets intense in the sense that both sides want to win. But in spite of that, the respect for the most part, I mean, I want to say 95%, which is a high number. I mean, it was there. You know, I mean, guys, they duked it out, and at the end of the day, they had that respect for each other and coaches and teammates, and you know, that's what it's all about. And that's the thing. I don't really want to go down where someone's gonna say, hey, you know what? That Ascension tournament's the best tournament ever. It's the best because of this. No, you know what I like is I like to know that
I had a good experience.
Yeah, man. Like, you know, I'm a new guy. I've never fought before, and I felt comfortable. I felt relaxed. I felt that, you know, I wasn't out there with a bunch of animals. I was out there with people that, you know, were, you know, artisans of the sport, right? And so, I mean, I think that in that sense we accomplished that, and Nogi did too. And sometimes Nogi also is a little bit tougher because you get guys that are training without the gi.
Without the gi.
And without the gi, it's kind of like, you know, okay, I'm coming in from a different background. I'm just gonna do this on the side. I'm gonna try myself out of the tournament.
And it's faster paced too, right?
Yes, absolutely. We didn't see that today. We saw people very using technique, and that was beautiful to see. This is some great stuff.
I've been around the scene now for a little bit, you know, and I see how the level keeps increasing, and how just blue belts, for example, are getting now close to like purple belt level, and purple is very aggressive and still very technical strategy, you know. And what also I noticed in nogi and I would say in general competition is that the coaching and how people start listening to coaching and start applying their technique based on how the coach tells them is more aware. So I would say that people now, their game is evolving in the sense that not only they play their game, but they play also the outside person's view game. And you know what I'm saying is that basically that it's just the whole thing, the dynamics I would say is increasing a lot more nowadays. What do you think that's due to? Like, is it more like because now they want to start getting into MMA? Is it just because they want to compete more, or what do you think? Is just like, do you think it's just like something that's just happening because it's a trend, or what do you think all of this is?
No, I think it's actually because the sport is getting more serious, and the level is increasing, right? So every division, is populated with more and more athletes that have skill, and so what happens is coaches can't just come in here and not work on their students. Coaches are in a position where they need to actually train their students properly, to educate them on the techniques, and to say, you know what, I know that last 2 tournaments you fought that guy and you had a really, really hard time, with his guard, so here's some tools that we need to do to make sure that your passing is tight, right? So that kind of level of attention comes from the fact that teams are very competitive, individuals are competitive, and we are understanding that we have to train our athletes with a lot more preparation and force on them.
Exactly.
It's great to see.
Yeah, absolutely, getting more and more competitive, and that's what it's all about, because we all grow from that.
Yes, definitely.
So your next tournament is going to be next year?
Yes, we do it every year. What's funny is that our first tournament was done in February of 2006, and it happened as I was preparing for the tournament. We found out that Grandmaster Carlson Gracie passed. Right? So it was because he's at the top of my lineage. It was painful for my teacher, Maestro Marcosores, and so for that, when the tournament came, we made sure that we honored him properly. We had a ceremony, a warrior ceremony for him. And ever since then, we've done our tournament at the same time every year. It's been at the first week of February or somewhere thereabouts. And we've always made sure that we continue to honor that, what he's had started for us in terms of Jiu Jitsu. Also, February 6th is Bob Marley's birthday. And how that coincides is that, you see One Love.
We can see with the dreadlocks.
You know what? The reason there is that, you don't have to read too far. The thing is that you listen to his music and you can hear it in the lyrics. You can hear the kind of level of consciousness that we are all as people trying to strive for, right? It doesn't matter where you're from. Let's just come together and be all right.
Like you say, one people, right?
And you know what? That's a nice thing. We can't really affect the whole world, maybe, but you know what? If we're gonna have 2 days in this place and we all gonna be together, I hope for one thing that we all have that respect and that sense of one. So One Love is for real, and that's why we say it.
And that's what's growing, and
that's for you, Bob.
And you know what? Also, another thing is the music. You had really good music. I heard a lot of people say, saying it. I love it. It was like you just want to dance at the same time you're looking, and it gives you that vibe, that energy, and it actually comes through the music as well. And I heard a lot of people that were watching or whatever. You could see they had that vibe, and they're saying, just putting the comments, and this is also important because in some tournaments they don't put music, and all you hear is the guy on the mic, and it kind of gets annoying, but. And it's just that, but it was very, very well diversified as a tournament, and I just can't wait for it next year.
Thank you. I appreciate that. The nice thing about it is you're really on it because there's a deliberate intention where the music is concerned. We're playing soft music in the background, and it's to in one sense we play stuff to calm people down. You know, it's nice when
It's
people
like
are in that
subliminal.
mood. You know, yeah,
They're subliminal. Yeah,
people are just kind of lightly bouncing. Notice we don't play anything too angry. We don't play angry stuff.
I caught myself bouncing too, and I was like, yeah, you know, and even the cameraman, you know, like the,
Absolutely.
you know, Kevin, he was.
It's a little shaky right now, but you know what I mean, man. That's all
He's
good.
listening to it right now, and he's dancing. But you know, it's. I mean, this is.
I
why we
appreciate
come.
you noticing. And we don't play just one genre. We play a little bit for, you know,
For everybody.
to remember.
And
I like that tune.
yeah, exactly. And I'll say, oh, I forgot to listen to that song. But you know what? I mean, again, I would like to thank you. We would like to thank you, you know, and I'm sure everybody that's watching this, you know, they probably fought here and, you know, they had a good experience at home and, you know, just visit Prof.Omar, you know, just then come back next year and, you know, we'll just keep doing it for you guys because this is all for us.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you very much.
Right.
My utmost respect and hope to see you very soon.
Thank you. I just want to give a quick shout out if you don't mind.
Go ahead.
I just want to say, for the children that competed today, man, you couldn't have done me any prouder. I mean, there's nothing that makes me happy than see the kids out there on the mat.
The future.
They did such an amazing job, and they're the ones that represented the most. And to see that their stars are shining is one of the most important reasons why we do this tournament. So shout out to the kids, man.
And their parents because they bring the kids.
Absolutely, absolutely. I'm thankful for that. Thank you to sponsors. JJ from Mean Streak Industries was, I mean, he helped me with the designs of my medals, to the t-shirts, to just being there as a brother. I appreciate that. Stu from Taraki, these guys have always been good to me. I outfit my academy with Taraki geese. Igor from Red Star, I mean, that guy, as soon as I tell him I'm doing a tournament, the first thing he says is I'm in, and you know what? I really, really appreciate that sense of community. Pound for pound, they've been with us for a long time, and they're still throwing it down. I really appreciate them coming through. I really got to know Jack over the last little while of Street Soldier.
Jack Regal.
Yes, man. You know what? I really, really appreciate having him here with us here as well. And of course with Fight Planet. I mean, we're all here together and I really appreciate that. So I mean, I want to say thanks to you and I thank you to the sponsors.
It's Greg from Grapplers Planet and you check Grapplers Planet a little bit.
Definitely, definitely.
Thank you very much.
All right, thank you.